Welcome, my friends. Thank you for joining me for this deep hip opening yin practice. We will need, or I do strongly encourage at least, a yoga bolster. It doesn't have to be the circular one, that's just the one that I chose, or if you don't have a bolster, have two firm pillows nearby. So this practice, I'm not going to have any music. I'm at a bird sanctuary, so I'm hopeful that everything will stay nice and quiet. There's not a strong breeze, and hopefully you'll be hearing some birds throughout the practice. I'm going to do very minimal cueing, not to say very minimal cueing, I'm going to try to do minimal cueing. That way we can just enjoy this time of peaceful stillness as we do our practice. All right, my friends, we are going to begin our practice reclined. So go ahead and make your way there, lying on your back in your own time. We're going to start our practice with reclined shoelace. So before you begin, go ahead and ground your heels, lift your hips, lengthen your tailbone towards the space in front of you, and return your hips to the earth, feeling that lower back ground to the earth. Beautiful. Now we'll just take your right thigh, cross it over your left, then send your feet wide and grasp your ankles, the outside of your ankles, just drawing your feet towards your body, wide and back in space. And then we'll just hold it here. Smooth, steady breaths. Just letting everything go. Settling into peaceful stillness. Noticing the sensations this asana provides upon your body. The last few breaths here. And with control, release your feet. Then we'll very slowly, with loving kindness, unwind your legs. Bring your soles of feet to the mat, as wide as the mat. And then just let your knees fall over to the right. And then over to the left. Lift up to center, and we'll take that over to the second side. So crossing your left thigh over your right. grasping the outsides of your feet. For sensations, on a scale of 1 to 10, you want it to be about a 4 or 5. As with the longer holds, we don't want that to be too intense whenever we are starting out the beginning of the hold, as we'll start to fidget, and whenever we fidget, we engage our muscles, and then that takes the focus off of our deep connective tissue and onto the muscle. And with our yin yoga practice, we really want to focus on that deep connective tissue. That is the intent. That's some good grasp, buddy. Last few breaths here. And then we'll slowly release the feet. Lift loving kindness, unwind the legs, taking the feet as wide as the mat once again, arms at your side, and let the knees fall over to the left. And we'll hold it there for a deep breath in. And releasing breath out. Lift up to center, knees fall over to the right. Breathe in and breathe out. Lift your knees up to center. Let's roll over to your right side. Make your way up. We are going to come into frog pose next. So for frog pose, begin in tabletop, knees hip distance. Then we're just going to widen your knees side to side. If you happen to have like a cloth, you can slide your knees a little bit easier. But just go ahead and inch your knees a little wider, one at a time, until you get it to a distance that feels good. Oh, I should have reminded you, if you have your bolster, go ahead and have that in front of you. My bolster's going to get nice and dirty. We'll lower to that. Keep inching, and then we want your ankles to be in line with your knees. Feet will be pointing out. And once you have your distance, go ahead and just take a moment to send your hips back in space just a little bit, because I'm sure you inched forward and we want your knees to be in line with your hips. And then you can lower all the way down to your forearms, or if you have that bolster, lower to the bolster. And then we'll just hold it here in frog pose. This one can be a little more intense, so just tap into your breath. Send that in-breath into the areas of tightness and tension, and use the exhalation to release that tightness, that tension from your body. One of the things that I like to do in frog pose, really in all our yin poses, is just on the exhale, invite the body to soften. Sometimes as we hold our yin asanas, our muscles can start to tense up. So that gentle, subtle reminder to just invite ease and softness into the body can help keep everything nice and soft. So we are truly focusing on that deep connective tissue. Last few breaths here. To come out of this, we're just going to slide forward onto the bolster. That's really why I like the bolster with our frog pose, so we can just press ourselves forward and lower to it, and then extend the legs long behind you little bit by little bit. And then just take a moment here, lying on the bolster, just to feel the effects of the asana upon the body. Beautiful. Go ahead and rise. Let's bring your bolster to the front of the mat. We are going to come into Swan. We're going to come into Swan pose next. So from hands and knees, we're just going to slide that right knee forward. Back leg is long behind you. If you'd like that bolster, go ahead and get it situated. You can just fully lower to the mat without the bolster. But in our yin yoga practices, I always love that support. Feeling that extra love, taking care of yourself. Whenever you recline, go ahead and just take your, if you're using a bolster, take your gaze towards your knee. Invite your body to soften. You may wish to scan your body. And as you scan, if you notice any areas of tightness, tension, or resistance, just use the exhalation to invite that area to soften and relax. Last few breaths here. We'll slowly bring your palms to the mat to rise up. Set your prop off to the side. Lower your right hip to the earth and then bring that back leg around nice and slow. And from here, we're going to recline yourself back. Take your left ankle, cross it over your right thigh. Lower yourself all the way back if you're not already. And then from here, we're going to lower your left foot to the earth, letting it fall over to the right side. And clasp that ankle with your hand. Opposite arm extends out to the side. You can take your gaze over to the left side if you'd like, following those fingertips. And then we'll just hold it here. Take an IT bend stretch. Last few breaths. Very slowly. I like to use the right hand to assist in bringing that leg back up to center. And we'll very slowly extend your left leg up to the sky. Take a few ankle circles. Lower that foot to the mat. Just for a moment, open those knees wide for a reclined butterfly pose. You may wish to rock those side to side. Just find intuitive movement here to help recalibrate, balance the body after that asana. Beautiful. Bring your soles of feet to the mat. We'll roll over to the right side and take those two poses to the second side. You gotta lay down. Lay down. Adam is not here with me today, so he is not here to keep an eye on the John. Yeah. All right, so break from hands and knees. This time we'll slide your left knee forward. Back leg long behind you, lengthening it back. Set your props up. And if you reclined to the bolster before, we will take our head to the left side towards the knee. Take the first minute or so to settle into the asana. Get nice and comfortable. So you can settle into complete stillness. Stillness in body and mind. Invite the body to soften with your exhales. Last few breaths here. Very slowly bring your palms to the mat to assist in rising up. Set the prop off to the side so you can bring that back leg around. Nice and slow, loving kindness. Lay down, buddy. Lay down. Lay down. Good boy. Slowly recline back. We'll cross your right ankle over the left thigh. Then lower the rest of the way back. Lower this whole situation with your legs over to the left side, grounding that right sole of foot. Clasp your ankle with your hand. Extend the right arm out to the side. If you took your gaze to follow your fingertips, go ahead and do so on the second side. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out, inviting the body to soften, the muscles to relax and let go as you settle in to this asana. Take your last few breaths here. We'll begin to lift that whole situation back up. Then extend the right foot up to the sky, pointing, flexing the foot, taking ankle circles. I have an ant crawling up my leg. And then return that sole of foot to the mat and let your knees fall open wide very slowly. Johnny, hey, stay over here. Lay down. Lay down. I saw you wandering wider and wider away. And let those knees feel nice and heavy. And then bring them knees up to center. Let's hug your knees into your chest, wrapping your arms around, and go ahead and rock side to side. Find stillness at center. Take one hand to each knee and draw your knees wide. You can hold this in stillness or rock side to side if you'd like. Just listen to what your body needs right here and now. Move intuitively. Then bring your knees into kiss. Let your feet return to the mat. And extend your legs out long, one at a time. If you'd like to place your pillows or your bolster underneath your knees, feel free to do so. We'll hold Savasana here for about 10 breaths. Just let everything go. Let everything be at ease. Feel your body, the bones of your body, sinking into the earth. Taking this time to allow the nutrients of our practice to settle into body, mind, and spirit. Let's take a deep breath in through your nose and an audible exhalation out. One at a time, return your soles of feet to the mat. Let's roll over to the right side, letting your bicep cradle your head. Full breath in here. Exhalation out. With your attention remaining inward, make your way to a comfortable cross-legged seated position. Sitting up nice and tall, lining your head over your heart, heart over your pelvis, hands relaxing wherever feels comfortable. And just feel your body here in this moment. Let's breathe and circle your fingertips up to the sky, gathering love and light. Your palms kiss and bring all that love and light down to heart center. Take a moment to thank yourself for your beautiful practice. Sending love and light to you and all beings. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me, my friend. If you enjoyed this yin yoga practice, throw the video some love with a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Take these peaceful, calm vibes with you off the mat and into your day. Have a beautiful rest of your day, my friend.